Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Jason. I'm a channeler and I'm here for a Daily Dose of Hope, Daily Dose of Hope Day 117. So, what a Daily Dose of Hope is just that. I'm coming on just to give a daily dose of hope because the energies on our planet are increasing, and because they are, things are starting to get wacky. And yes, and in addition to that, as the energies are increasing, there's more light that's increasing on the planet. And the more light that increases, the more we can see the things that were hidden. And if you're not aware of all of the different things that have been hidden, it can be quite shocking. And if you are aware, what will happen is the people around you will be in a state of shock. And so you'll be there to kind of help them to process these crazy energies. So, yeah. So that's what a daily dose of hope is about. So there's three parts. First, I do a little talk, and then we do a channeling, and then we do a pocket of peace, which is a guided meditation. So let's begin. Hold on, I think my camera's a bit. Hold on, I'm gonna pardon me for a second. Okay, maybe no difference. I usually put a sticker on my camera, and the glue from the sticker, kind of the resin, comes off a little bit. So but we'll see. Let's see how if we can fix it a little bit. The first thing I want to talk about today is this dream that I had last night and a realization that I had. Um, so this dream, I was in this new town that I've never been before, and I was there. I was there as a teacher, but everything was going wrong. Like everything that you could ever imagine. I kept getting lost, and I was at this like the food court ordering these noodles, and then I got sidetracked and I got lost, and then I never got my noodles, and then I returned a few hours later to get my noodles, and the guy said, "Sorry, someone took your noodles," and and then I got into these arguments. Hold on, there's an ambulance passing by. So then I got into an argument with this at another, like I guess a shopping market of some sort, and I was sitting somewhere at this table, and they told me, you can only sit here for 25 minutes. Get up, get out of here, and it was as if I was getting. There's a word for this. It's called gang stalked, as if like the whole town was in it against me, and so this is what I wanted to talk about. Is that in the dream I realized halfway through, I thought, they're doing this on purpose. And I realized, so instead of like fighting back and saying, "Oh, that's not fair. You should, that's not right." I just would just nod and agree and try to be understanding. And I noticed that kind of derailed what they're trying to do, because I could see the look of confusion in their face. Like, why is he reacting that way? Why is he just nodding and accepting what we're saying? And I thought, oh, that worked. And that derailed the whole process. And they started getting confused. I thought, this is not working the way it's supposed to work. He's supposed to get more and more confused and angry, but he's just sitting there peacefully, just nodding and saying, "Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I see how that might, you know." And I don't know. So if you ever have that situation in a dream, try it out. I don't know if it works in reality or not. So yeah, I don't recommend that. The other thing I wanted to talk about was history. How we are taught, and we have been taught, that when we look back in our history, that we were kind of barbarians in the past. We had sticks and stones and rocks, and that's all we had, and we didn't really build anything. We just would hunt and live in caves for the longest time. But now, in this time, we are so advanced, and we have all of these different things. We are the most advanced we've ever been, is the history that we're taught. But we always look back. We look at the way that buildings are built now. We look at our cities now, and look how everything's just kind of ugly structures. I mean, it looks like a big prison for the most part. I mean, modern cities. But when we look at all of the ancient cities, they're so beautiful and they're so whimsical, and you think, that's interesting. So then it makes you question the progression of time. And something related to that too was that back in 90s, before I was kind of aware of anything. I remember that there were these Chinese protesters out in the street in New York a lot, and they would be protesting. I don't know if I can even say their name, but um, they're a group, a spiritual group, I guess, that in China. They do a lot of meditation and um, yeah, if you just look it up, you can. It's the FG, two words FG, and but they were protesting because there were some horrible things that were happening in China, supposedly according to their signs, and you can research that too as well. But at the time, I was like, why are they doing that? Why are they creating such a negative thing, and why are they, I just thought it was just insane. Why would they talk about this stuff? And it can't be true. And that was the idea in my mind. But now, after doing lots of research, it's like, oh my God. So, and these poor people were out there just trying to get people to be aware of it. But what I realized is that at that time they planted a seed, and that's what they were doing. And so sometimes, when you are out there just talking about things, sometimes you're just planting a seed. And so they were planting a seed at that time. I had no idea. I thought that can't be true. That's impossible. And I just want to go on with my life. I have to just go on with my life. I can't pay too much attention to that, or for whatever reason. It was almost like invisible to me. But it planted a seed somewhere. So we are all planters of seeds, and we are all receiving seeds as well for things that we're not ready to handle or deal with. So that's kind of what I wanted to say. I think I've rambled a bit though, unfortunately. Um, yeah. All right. So I'm just gonna go into a channeling now. Yeah. Oh, one other thing I wanted to share. Sorry. I'm going through all of the older daily doses of hope, and I was reading one about kidneys, and I completely forgot about this, but I have a friend of a friend who is a mandala researcher. So here in Japan, he goes to India and Nepal often, and he writes books about mandalas, and most of his books are channeled books. And but he said that he can't really channel too much or too consecutively because it affects his liver and his kidneys. And I just remembered that, and that's right. Yeah, completely forgot about that. But that's why my kidneys keep getting tired as well, in addition to the other things I've talked about. So it's just good to get confirmation on that. I just went to the acupuncturist again today just to energize my kidneys. And I've been chamomile. I've heard that chamomile tea and ashwagandha is really good for them as well. So I'm gonna do that. So hey Patty, hey, welcome, welcome. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go into a channeling and see if they have anything to share for today about anything that I talked about or anything else they'd like to talk about. But here we go. Hmm. Greetings. We are that one that you know of as Mary Magdalene. And we're here and we're here and we're here. And we're here with love. We bring you love. We bring you peace. We bring you more of what you are, who you are. When you peel back the layers, when you look beyond all of the illusions, that's what you're made of. You're made of love. And so that is the only truth in this planet, on this planet that you're on, is the love. Love is it. Love is everything. You are love. Everyone is love. And that's the truth. And though on the surface these words might seem just like words to you, they seem like words that you've heard whispered in a song somewhere, someone talking in poetry, talking in rhyme, talking of these things. But what we tell you is that this is not a fantasy. This is not a fairy tale. This is truth. This is more true than anything you know. And that is that you are love, and you are love, and you are love. And you came down here to love and to be in love and to make love. And that's what you're down here doing. And you're learning how to do that through all of these obstacles that you have created. And it is a beautiful obstacle course that you've created, isn't it? All of these obstacles, all of these illusions, to the fact that there is only one truth, and that is that you are love. What a beautiful time you are living in, that all of the veils are being lifted for you so that you can see them. But you were given the chance to see the world before the veil, and now you're starting to see it while the veil is lifting. This is a very, very important opportunity that you've been given, and you've been given it because you are ready, and you are the ones that can help to deal with all of this and then to spread this word throughout the whole universe. You are amazing beings of light on this planet at a very, very opportune time to be able to witness what you are witnessing. This is something that not many beings are able to witness, and you are here to witness it with all of the love. And what most of you are down here at this moment to do are you're helping to usher in this time. So you're witnessing this time in order to learn about how these times work so that you can bring this knowledge, you can bring this information throughout the universe, because you have not only experienced it with your minds, but with your bodies, with your heart, with all of your chakras. You are experiencing this on so many different levels. This is something that you cannot, from a spiritual level, understand the intricacies of how this happens, about how all of these different things happen. It is something that you have to understand physically in a third dimensional body. And you're doing that, and you're doing that. And that is such an amazing. All right. So, yeah, hold on a second. Excuse me, guys. I'm going to wipe the camera again. Hold on. Oh, okay. It's a little better. Not so, yeah, grimy. All right. So, yeah. So now let's get into a pocket of peace. And this pocket of peace, yeah. So let's continue the theme from yesterday. So we were talking more about feeling the bliss. And so today is peeling away the onion. Let's do that. So let's peel away the onion of our illusions and find the love that's inside. So I'd like you all just to take a deep breath, 3 if you can, and here we go. All right. And I'd like you to just imagine that you're surrounded by a mist of unconditional love. This is love, and this is the love that you are and the love that you're made of, and it's just surrounding you and hugging you and making you feel like you're perfect and you're okay. You're home. You're perfect exactly the way you are right now. There's nowhere that you need to go. There's nothing that you need to say. There's nothing that you have to prove to anyone. You are loved because you are you. And there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to regret. You're here in love, in perfect alignment with Source. So just breathe in that mist and let it just fill up your body, fill you up, and wash away all those fears and all that anger and all that sadness and all those other things, all those illusions. They served their purpose, but you don't need them now. Just let them, wash them all away, down through your body, down through your feet. Let them just go into the ground and be grounded there, and to be transmuted into something more beautiful, into nutrition for all of the plants on the earth. It feels good. You're just relaxed, and you're loved, and you're in love, and you're making love at this moment. Uh, so this one thing about love is that the romantic love is you cut your teeth on romantic love to understand what love actually is. That giddy feeling, those butterflies in the stomach, that is what you're truly made of. That is the true deep connection with Source. And with romantic love, it's fleeting, but with this love that you feel with Source, that you are, it's eternal. And so you get to sense it with romantic love. That's what it feels like. But once you get into the deep depth of this true unconditional love, you realize how much deeper it really is. And making love as well, it's part of the same thing. That bliss is the same. This is the same. So you are, that bliss is the same. This is the same. So you are making love by connecting with love, and you are in love. And we'd like you to extend this energy out into your room, this just energy of being in love. You are making love, you're creating love, because that is who you are, and that is all really you can create. And so just spread it out throughout your room and your space, and then out into the world around you, out into the cities, out into the country, out into everywhere you can imagine. And then spread it throughout the whole world. This just feeling of being in love, this feeling of just unconditional love, of being at home. And not just at home, but just feeling really good and feeling really centered. Ah, it feels good. I haven't felt this way in a long time. Imagine people all over the world just feeling that, just saying, yeah, this feels good. I'm home. I feel great. I feel wonderful. I feel like I'm in love. I'm in a bliss state. I'm just connected with who I am. What amazing feeling. Oh, I can sense it that I'm actually not really here. I'm just this amazing being of light connected with this love, this amazing is down here, but I'm not really here. I'm just love, and I'm just experiencing these things. But what I truly am is this bliss. Oh, yeah. And just feel that connection, that you're just connected with bliss. Know that you can connect with this anytime you want, anytime you need it, it's there for you. This energy is there. We've created it just now. So if you want to, you can just download it whenever you need it, or if you just want to recreate it, to put it in your pocket and you can carry it around throughout your day, throughout your night, throughout your afternoons, and just pull it out and it's there and it's very powerful. And it is a connection with bliss energy, with love energy. So yeah. All right. So Pocket of Peace for day number 117 on June 25th, 2024 at 8:13 p.m. Japan time. So, all right, guys. So thank you very much. Thanks, Patty, for joining in. And thanks, everyone else, for joining in. I hope you guys are all hopeful. And hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow. So ciao. Ciao for now.